Good morning, good evening, everyone. I'm Kobe Blackmon. You're watching TSSR Game Time live. We got the sophomore team, the freshman team, the Liberty Eagles versus the Macomb Bombers here in Macomb, Illinois. I'm Kobe Blackmon once again. Happy Thursday, happy Wednesday. I forget what day of the week it is. I'm with Todd on camera. Should be a good matchup coming up on tap. You're listening to TSSR. You're watching on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. I'm going to be your play-by-play and color commentator while working graphics as well, so bear with me here if I mess some stuff up or forget to update the score. Macomb starting off in their all-white uniforms, and the Liberty Eagles starting off in their red. As tip-off starts, the Liberty Eagles going to handle it and get an easy 2 almost, but that was going to be off as they're going to regain possession, get their offense going here. Brunin is going to get it over to the corner, get it down low for the Eagles, and that's going to be a start off with a turnover as it's going to be a tussle for a ball. It's going to be a jump ball tie-up. It's going to go to the Bomber possession. Liberty starting off in a press as the Bombers try to get the ball in, and they nearly do, and that's going to stay with the Bombers. Nope. They're going to say it's a turnover on the Bombers. So right out of the gate, both teams struggling. Couple turnovers, couple missed layups. As an open 3 for the Eagles, and that one's good for a Crow. Bombers pushed away on the other side, and a layup is good. For Laos. Back the other way in trouble. Another turnover. Bombers look to push. Now it's going to be a turnover on Ahern. 2-3 is your score. Once again, forgetting to update your score. Liberty with the lead. Another turnover for the Bombers. That's going to go back the other way for Liberty. Looking for a drive inside. Tries to pass it back out, but that one's all nearly a turnover, but saved by Kinsey. Got an open player down low, and that one's going to be off the mark for Logston. Bombers the other way, pushing it. Kick out to the corner, and that one can't be controlled by Ahern. Would have been a nice catch and shoot shot for her. As the Eagles look to get some more points from the board, up by 1. Over into the corner, double team comes, gets it down low, and a nice shot goes in for Logston. And we're going to get a timeout by the Bombers.
It is a full timeout.
I was taking a look at some live read. McDonough District Hospital Athletic Trainers and the MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell and Macomb provide expert help to area student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more about MDH.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. If you're looking for a car with locations in Macomb and Augusta and over 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown to go to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.ronelby.com. Check out their inventory. With the cold temperatures outside and maybe looking for some heat, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has you since 1960. Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has provided the greater Macomb area expert with sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local dealer here today at 309-833-2852. The Bombers looking to get some offense going now, down by 3. As that shot was going to be in and out. Back down low inside, and that one is going to be good for Sloan. And that bucket is good as well. Bombers push it the other way. O'Hearns struggled at the start of this game. Couple turnovers for her. 5:04 left to go in this first quarter. Bombers down by 3. Gets it back outside. Watson looking for somewhere to go. Passing it over to the perimeter. As Watson in the corner. Gonna take it. Gonna knock it down. Smooth looking shot for Watson. The Eagles look to push the other way. As the Bombers sit in the 2-3 zone. Looking to stop anything inside. They're gonna call it travel before that shot goes in for Crow. So now tied up 7-7. As update the score for you. As that one's off the mark for the Bombers. So finally get the score to match up with the actual game. 7-7 with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. That shot's going to be off for the Eagles as they get their own rebound, but it's going to be fouled. And Brunnen is going to go to the foul line. Wherever you watch from, let me know. Interact with the chat. Once again, I'm Kobe Blackmond alongside Todd on the camera. Some Thursday night basketball as that first shot is in for Brennan. Bombers pushing the other way, and O'Hearn's having a rough night. Almost gets that one to go, but that one's going to be off again. As she gets her own rebound, but that was going to be off again. And one play for Kinsey, I'm sorry. Kinsey able to get that offensive rebound and able to put it back up. As that free throw is good. Now 11-7 lead with about 3 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Another shot in that same spot for Watson. That one's going to be off. As we're going to get a traveling violation. 11-7 is your score. I'm not sure why this score, but it says 16-7. As going to try to correct this for you here. The Eagles back the other way, and that was going to be nearly stolen. And it is stolen. Bombers pushing it the other way, fast break. Pass a little bit off the mark, and that's going to be another turnover. Sloan trying to get it to her teammate, Elby. Both teams looking to settle in now in this back half of this first quarter here. As the Eagles push it over to the corner shot, and that one's going to be off the mark. They're going to get their rebound. Another offensive rebound, another putback score for Cramsey. Bombers moving the ball around on the perimeter. Gets it over to the corner. Now working the ball down low. Gets it back out to the corner. Cross court pass. That was going to be intercepted and back the other way for the Eagles. Nice bounce pass inside and one play for Cramsey. That's going to push the lead up to 15-7 in favor of the Eagles. Cramsey shot. That was going to be off the mark, and they're going to get a foul. As it's going to be the Steel Bombers ball. 15-7 is the score. About a minute and 30 seconds left to go in this first quarter. The drive is almost good. That's going to be an in-and-out shot for Lyles. Following the turnover on the Eagles, it's going to be the Bombers ball. Trying to crawl back in this deficit. Down by 8. Coming up on 1 minute left to go in this first quarter. Nice looking drive, just not able to finish. It's going to be off the mark for man. Over to the other side, and that's going to be another turnover for the Eagles. Now consecutive turnovers. .40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 15-7. Eagles up by 8. And another drive for the Bombers are going to be off the mark. And they're going to stick with possession with Macomb. As got a corner three. And that was going to be, I think, tipped nearly. And the Eagles looking to push. Gets it to the other side. Fast break is going to be off. A couple missed layups for both teams. 18 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Gets it back inside, and that's going to be another missed layup. As a couple costly missed layups for the Eagles. Watson looking to go the other way. She's going to slow it down. 5 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Open shot, and that one's going to be off the mark for Sloan. 15-7 is your score after the first quarter. Close game pretty much all the way, as that back half of the first quarter, Eagles were able to pull away a little bit. I'm going to take a quick break here, follow you right back into the second quarter. You listen to the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Welcome you back inside the hangar. Macomb Bombers versus the Liberty Eagles. I'm Kobe Blackmond and Todd on the camera. Watching TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Hopefully you're having a great Thursday evening as the Liberty Eagles look to grow their lead and the Bombers look to get back into this one as she steps inside, and that was going to be off. Slow and looking to push, and Watson takes the three. And that was going to be off, if I'm correct. Watson's 1 for 3 for the three-point line. She likes that spot. She's pretty much taking all her threes from that spot. As Clark's going to check in. Bombers get it back down low. Now it's going to be off, but an offensive rebound. It's going to be good for Loxton. She's done a good job today getting those offensive rebounds. That's going to be 4 points for her. O'Hearn in the corner. She's going to take the three. That one nearly goes in, and the Bombers find themselves down a 10-point lead. So I'll update the score for you. Bombers down by 10, looking to get going. That three by Watson once again in that same corner. That was going to be off. I say that wing, not the corner. It's taking a lot of threes from that spot. As that pass is tipped and nearly turned over, but able to keep it in, and the double team comes. Jump off possession. That's going to still stay with the Eagles. Great defense by the Bombers there. As Obert with the ball. He's going to turn it over, and O'Hearn had it, but could have corralled it. And it's going to stay with the Eagles here. Bombers yet to score in this second quarter. Another tip pass. That time by Mann. As that's finally going to be a steal. O'Hearn with the layup, and that one's off the mark. As she get back and play defense. It's a tough night for her. She's had a couple turnovers. She's trying to get some offense going here. Get a fast break, and another score for the Eagles. That's going to push it 19-7. And that's going to be a full timeout for Macomb. Sports Corner at 124, Macomb's original local sports bar, is Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. King Family Chiropractic with location in Bushnell and Macomb supports Macomb athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in Bushnell Tuesday. Thursday and Friday. To set an appointment to call 309-837-MYDC 6932. They also perform DOT and CDL physicals for just $85. At Western Illinois University, Latinx just don't blend in because purple stands out. At WIU, there is limitless potential with campuses in Macomb and Quad Cities and online. Visit wiu.edu potential to become a Latinx and get an education that stands out. The Bombers get it in and are looking to crawl back into this one as they're down by 2. Nope, they're down by 12. I'm sorry. Math is hard, especially on a Thursday night. Hopefully you all are having a great Thursday. As the Bombers turn it over and the Eagles going to go back the Eagles' way. Coming up on 5 minutes left to go in this second quarter. Bombers. Eagles turn it over, goes Bombers' way, fast break, and now it's just going to be off by Clark. Bombers had a couple of pivotal chances on these fast breaks, just not able to capitalize as the Eagles gets the ball down low inside. Now it's going to be a turnover. You get another fast break here for the Bombers. Now it's going to be up and finally in for Clark. So the Bombers score the first basket in about 10 minutes. And first basket in the second quarter. Now down by 10. With about 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this one as the Eagles look to get their offense back going. They have struggled recently too. Nearly an over back there. She's looking for somewhere to go as he gets a timeout. You got to give credit. Brennan had nowhere to go as you get another timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout for the Eagles. As Bushnell only furniture store, MB Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles for everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one. Stop and see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web, www.mbfurnitureinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. As we get back into this one, Bombers down by 10, 4 minutes left to go in this one. Bombers should play better defense there. You see a turnover for the Eagles. You get the pass for Watson. Can Watson finish? And yes, she does. Watson, Bombers now on the 4-0 run. As I get the right score for you. 3 minutes and 51 seconds left to go. Eagles with possession. They've struggled recently to get anything going. And that's going to be another turnover for the Eagles. Nice pass inside, and they're going to get their offensive rebound. Watson thought about the three, gets it down low, and now it's going to be good. The Bombers' offense is starting to fly and slowing with the two. And another turnover for the Eagles. Oh, nearly got away with a travel there. And step-in shot is going to be good for Clark. And it looks like he got another turnover. Looking at my sheet there, and Bombers are now down by 2. What a turn of events for the Bombers. The defense has really picked up, and here they are. They're only down by 2 now. Two minutes left to go. This is like an 8-point swing in about a minute nearly for the Bombers. As the Eagles are going to turn it over once again. And we're going to have some couple subs come in for the Eagles. As the Bombers look to tie this one up. If I'm not mistaken, I don't believe the Bombers have led today, so they could potentially take the lead with a 3. As the Bombers drive, outside shot once again, and that mid-range has been money for Olivia Clark. Now tied up 19-19, second quarter, coming up on about 2 minutes left to go, and a response from the Eagles. Mixer knocks that one down. And Bombers find themselves in turnover trouble as the Eagles will regain possession. And that's going to be another good basketball shot. Eagles push their lead back. Now it's 23-19. 1 minute and 35 seconds left to go in this one. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Macomb Bombers versus the Liberty Eagles. Macomb gets the ball down low inside, and O'Hearn turns it over. As that one's going to be off the mark. See what the Bombers could do in about a minute left to go in the second quarter. They're going to take the 3, and that one's going to be good. Taylor, man, knocks that one down. You've seen a lot of threes in that spot for the Bombers. 22-23 is your score now. Bombers down by 1, and that's going to be a block by man. 50 seconds left to go in this second quarter. Macomb, drive, kick. That was going to be off the front of the rim, or the side of the rim in that case. O'Hearn able to regain her own rebound and get it down low for slowing, and that was going to begin. The Bombers have their first lead of the day. As we're finally going to get a foul, and the pace finally slows down. O'Hearn's going to be tagged with that foul. What a great second quarter for the Bombers, down by 12, if I'm not mistaken, at most. Now up by 1 in about a span of 4 minutes. This is a game of runs. 23 seconds left to go. You get a drive here, a little floater, and that one's in for Kessler. As the Bombers get the hold to the last shot. 10 seconds left to go. Watson with the ball is going to get to her spot. She's made a lot of threes right there. Going to give it up on the perimeter. High archer shot. That was going to be off the mark. And 24-25 is going to be your score after the first half. The Eagles up by 1, but what a comeback. What a great second quarter for the Eagles. We're going to take a quick break. You're going to listen to a halftime show presented by MDH. I'm Kobe Blackmon. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
We're at halftime. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by McDonough District Hospital. Our guest, MDH President and Chief Executive Officer Bill Murdoch. Bill, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate being here.
If you're looking at your job and trying to summarize what it's like to be a CEO at a hospital in West Central Illinois, I think it was one word that keeps coming to mind is nonstop.
That is correct.
How would you describe your job just using nonstop?
Well, I think nonstop because we're daily facing a lot of challenges in healthcare right now. And not only here at MDH, but our competitors and everybody in the region is struggling with rural healthcare right now.
but not just locally, but also nationally too, the challenges that I think we face as a small rural community hospital. There's a lot of similarities as far as the challenges that we would face, but also that others would face, that you really got to keep your attention focused on.
Yeah, absolutely. Not only are we watching what current regulations are going to affect, but we're trying to get out front of that and try to help shape some of that policy out there for our rural partners.
Now, we don't want to just say there's challenges, but I think we're also trying to be proactive too and trying to have a positive approach. Looking at recruiting, let's use that for an example. We've talked about before where you get whether it's a physician, a nurse practitioner, any staff member, clinical staff, get them here on campus. One of the positive, we think we can sell them and know we can sell them on culture here at MDH.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Once we get them here to MDH, they take a walk around the campus. They visit with a lot of our staff. Even community members are a big advocate for MDH. So yes, culture is a big thing for potential candidates that come in and take a look at us.
When you're talking recruitment too, and it's not just your staff members who are out of college, done with their education, who are having to start earlier and earlier in that process, even going down to the high school, just to educate students to show, hey, there's a lot of really good jobs available in healthcare right now.
Right. Yeah. Not only are we trying to recruit for today to fill a lot of vacancies, but we're going deep, like you say, into the school system to recruit the next generation of caregivers for our local hospital.
Well, just as a reminder for our viewers, when you're looking at the staff members and those who have medical privileges at MDH, start with Dr. Tim Biagini. Dr. Biagini is born and raised in Macomb. You got Dr. Michael Waters, representing Fulton County, VIT area. You've got Dr. Olivia White, Warsaw and Hancock County. Mm-hmm. But you also have Dr. Mary Kathleen Lockard, Bushnell-Prairie City and McDonough County.
Yeah, excellent physicians and providers. They do a great job for us here at MDH. And like you say, they're homegrown. They are very passionate and compassionate with all of our patients to make sure they get the best possible patient care here at MDH.
And those are just a few of the staff members. I know we have more with ties, not just in McDonough County, but surrounding West Central Illinois region. They can also help to sell about the quality of life here in West Central Illinois, because I really think that you get somebody coming from out of state and they're like, do we really want to live in a rural area? They come here, they experience Macomb, and they know this is a place where I would want to move and help raise a family.
Yeah, and what we've started recently too, not only am I the primary recruiter, but also we've got a group of physicians, and the group of physicians that you mentioned too, Pat, they do a wonderful job selling that candidate on our healthcare that we have here. They just do a great job, and it makes my job so much more easier having them on board.
All right, let's stay talking about recruiting. Or any updates that you can share?
Yeah, we partnered with Carthage Hospital to recruit a orthopedic surgeon here, and he's coming sometime after the first part of the year. But that's kind of, we find out there's a lot of synergies if we work together and try to do those recruitment, and it looks appealing to the providers that are taking a look at us. So we're excited about that, and hopefully that partnership will continue on as we move forward.
And in orthopedic as well, we got another one coming on board following residency in 2027.
We do. Yep, we have Dr. Mitchell Parker is coming in 2027. Just spoke with him last week. He's super excited to get started here. He's got a lot of great ideas. I think he's just going to knock it out of the park here for us.
What are some other area of needs that you see the hospital when it comes to the recruitment?
Oh, we have a lot of needs, really, Pat. And, our primary focus is probably family practice, and then we do orthopedics after that. Orthopedics been a big void for us for some time. We're also trying to recruit another obese provider as well. So we got a lot we're working on right now.
A lot on the plate. Let's change gears a little bit, Bill. Let's talk about artificial intelligence. A lot that's been in the news, and I know something that you're really keeping a big focus on and reading the latest national news. How has AI, and even though we're only using it just a little bit right now. How has AI helped MDH?
Yeah, AI, yes, that's a very good question. AI's been very positive for MDH, and we're not looking at it as a replacement tool for the workforce. We're looking at it for a workflow, work process improvement, becoming more efficient, and the providers, they really love that technology. It helps them document better. We're using it heavily on the revenue cycle side because the insurance payers are using AI to deny claims, slow up claims, or just reject them altogether. So we're using AI on the front side to battle the big insurance carriers. So it's been very advantageous for us to implement AI, and I think we'll be very bullish on it going forward too. We're seeing a lot of other great products that are coming out. It is expensive, but there's also a lot of efficiencies that we pick up as well.
Even though you talk about the cost of it, if it can help with the operations side and pay for itself, essentially, that's something you really got to take a look at.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer if it pays for itself, and it's usually the payback's pretty reasonable. Time-wise to do that, so why not do it and just get more efficient in what you do.
Looking at the organization overall, if you are out in the community, and you do a lot out in the community, meeting with businesses, meeting with organizations and people, what are about 4 to 5 strengths that you see MDH being a leader in healthcare throughout West Central Illinois?
Oh, goodness. Yeah, of course, OB pops right to the top, right? So we're really the only OB provider within a 60-mile radius, and we want those babies to be born here. We have Dr. Tim Biagini, as you mentioned earlier, just a great resource, a gastro guy that does a lot of colonoscopies here in the community. Dr. Locker, and we got Dr. Segura too. She's another young provider here for us that does a great job with pediatrics. Of course, Locker's with pediatrics as well. Olivia White, she's an up-and-comer general surgeon that is just now getting her feet underneath her, and will do a great job for our patients.
And I would also throw in there, too, a lot of our specialty departments as well. I mean, with Dr. Sparks in ear, nose, and throat.
Yes.
We've got sports med and rehab, the community pharmacy, which opened in January of 2025, which really helped make 2025 an eventful year, but also a very busy year for everybody in the organization. Those are just a few of the other great supporting departments that help make the organization what it is.
Yeah, that's a great point, too. And then also add on to that, we got a new CT scanner, our second, so we have redundancy there. And then we also got the mammo machine that just came online here a few months ago that was supported by the Hospital Foundation. And then we have a DEXA scanner as well. So we have a lot of new great technology here, right here locally, that our patients can receive without going other places to get that care.
And another thing that you've really emphasized a lot, we're the ones that are here for the patients 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, every day of the year.
That you're absolutely right. We're providing critical care to everybody 24/7, 365 days a year. When our competitors are closed, we are here to take care of their patients for them.
All right, before we close out, I got to ask you one final question, and we have to ask this, I think, every time that we have an interview with you. How's your hunting been?
I really enjoyed the hunting, but my aim has really been off the charts terrible. So, and that's pretty much par for me. It makes for great stories, and my lies get even bigger when when I miss a lot too. So, yeah, no, it just got back from a pheasant hunt, had a great time out there. It was cold, but just a great group of guys that we go with out there, and just a lot of camaraderie that we really enjoy out there.
Well, good luck during the rest of the hunting season. We want to hear some more stories.
Yeah, about the time my aim gets better, then the season's over. So that's the way it goes every year.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Bill, thanks for joining us at halftime.
Thanks for having me.
Second half action returns after this timeout. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Welcome you back inside the hangar. Started the third quarter. The Bombers came all the way back in that second quarter. Now only down by 1, at most down by 12, if I've done my math right. And we're going to start this one off with a jump ball violation. It's going to go into the Eagles' way. You're watching on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Kobe Blackmon, Todd on the camera. Hope you all are having a nice Thursday afternoon. Let me know who you're watching from. It's actually my first time ever doing color and play-by-play by myself, so bear with me. Bear with me with the graphics as well. See if the Bombers can continue that momentum in this third quarter as the Eagles find themselves in some trouble and gets it down low inside, passes it back out. Catch and shoot is going to be off the mark, and the Bombers are going to get that rebound as O'Hearn passes it out. Back down low, back to O'Hearn. O'Hearn's going to take the shot. Now it's going to be off the front of the rim. That's going to go the Eagles' way. As Obert's going to handle the ball. Going to be stolen, and that's going to be an easy layup for Taylor Mann. And the Bombers regain the lead for the second time today. 6 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Wow. As Obert passes it out, and that's going to be called a travel on Brunnen. Putting the 5'7" sophomore. As we're going to go back the other way, the Bombers. Watson gives it off to Mann. A drive and a kick. Back on the perimeter for the Bombers. Gets it back down low and a little high-low action. And that one's going to be off the mark for Lyles. As Obert tries to get it down low to Fessler, and now it's going to be off. As Fessler is going to come out. And Loxton's going to check in. A little catch and shoot, but that was going to be called a foul. Look like that's going to be on Mann. And she's going to go through the free throw line. Yep, that's going to be on Taylor Mann, her first, as you heard over the PA announcer. First shot is off the mark. Bombers up by 1 with 5 minutes and 26 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Second shot here. And that one switched in, and 1 for 1 for the free throw line is Cramsey. Bombers the other way down low, and one play for Lyles. Now, once again, the Bombers have found themselves back into this one. They were down by 12 in the first quarter. And now up by 3. To try to fix your score here as the Bombers able to get that turnover and now able to potentially push the lead even further. It's now 5 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Watson, 3 is good. She's about 2 for 5 from the three-point line here today. She has 8 points on today. Definitely left the charge, especially in that comeback. Now it's 32-26. The Eagles find themselves down there. It's the biggest deficit here today. They want to get their offense get going as Crow looks to go somewhere with the ball. She finally gets it to her teammate with a drive, steal, and Obert can handle it. And great defense. As you get a couple subs. Logston and Brunnen checks out as the Eagles get the ball inbounds, corralled in by Fessler, and back into the corner for the Eagles drive. And that one is going to be turnover by O'Hearn. O'Hearn layup and good. Grace O'Hearn finally gets one to go. She's been struggling here today, but she used her great speed, great steals, great score. And that bucket hits the top of the rim, top of the backboard, I would say, and falls in. As your score is 34-28. Try to get this scoreboard updated for you. And that shot's off the mark, front of the rim. Crow passes it off to her teammate. Gets it down low. Nice pass. Just off the mark on that layup. O'Hearn with the ball. Couldn't corral it. Tried to get it to her teammate. That's going to be a turnover back over to the Eagles. Coming up about 3 minutes left to go in this third quarter. That's going to be a foul on the shot. That's going to put Crow on the free throw line. That foul's going to go on Grace O'Hearn, her second. This is your JV game, the varsity game following right after. As Crow misses her first free throw. And she goes 0 for 2 from the line. As the Eagles offense is struggling to gain any liftoff after a strong first half of that second quarter, but the Bombers, got right back into this one, and now with the lead, now down by 6 for the Eagles. Watson looking to go with the ball, gives it to her teammate in the corner, back to Watson. Watson gives it up. Bombers moving the ball around the perimeter. O'Hearn gets it down low. Back to O'Hearn. O'Hearn's going to take the three. And that one's good. O'Hearn's found her shot. She's knocking them down now as the Bombers continue to push their lead, now up by 9. That's going to be another turnover for the Eagles. The Eagles have definitely struggled in this one, especially in the second half, as we're going to get a timeout here.
Timeout, Macomb. It is a 30-second timeout.
As we get a 30-second timeout for Macomb. As at Western Illinois University, Leathernecks just don't blend in because purple stands out. At WIU, there is limitless potential with campuses in Macomb, Quad Cities, and online. Visit WIU/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out. Sports Corner at 124, Macomb's original local sports bar, and Sports Corner at 124 with the focus on local sports. Catch WIU games in all that area at TSSR Game Time live broadcast at Sports Corner 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop by and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. As about a minute and 50 seconds left to go in this one. The Bombers in full control here. See if they can close out this one. The Eagles looking to soar back into this one. They've struggled. Had a great first quarter. Really a really great first half, but now have struggled as the Eagles look to do something with it. As Brunnen, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Watson goes the other way with it. as Watson gives it up and a nice drive. She's going to go to the foul line. It's Taylor Mann. She's going to shoot 2 free throws as the varsity game is right behind this one. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. I'm Kobe Blackmon with Todd on the camera. Man, that first free throw is going to be off. Bombers can now push this to a 10-point lead. Hopefully the good old announcer thinks it's a getter, and nope, it doesn't, as man pushes this lead to 10 now. Fessler with the ball over into the wing, and that was going to be a foul on Mann. So Mann just shot the free throws. Now puts the Eagles on the line. I believe 3 free throws coming for the Eagles, as that first one's going to be off for Fessler, if I'm reading her number right. Her second one is going to be off. As her third one is going to be off as well. So over 3 from the free throw line. Costly turnovers, costly missed free throws as you go the other way. That's going to be another 2 for the Bombers for Mann. As the Eagles look to get the ball past half court. Almost got away with a travel. Nearly could have been called a travel there. As the Eagles about 27 seconds left to go in this third quarter. That drive is going to be off and going to go the Bombers' way. So a good amount of time, 16.3 seconds left to go on the clock, third quarter. Watson to bring the ball up. Watson looking for somewhere to go. She's going to have to take the shot herself. Watson going to shoot it, and that was going to be short. And 40-28 is going to be your score in the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up next. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome you back inside the hangar. The Bombers 40-28 with a commanding lead. I think the Eagles haven't scored much since that second quarter. I believe they scored about 4 points, maybe 2 in that third and 2 in the back end of that second half. The Eagles' offense has definitely struggled. McDonald District Hospital Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation provides patients of all ages with exceptional care in 4 convenient locations. Every patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member who develops personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time. As the Bombers look to finish out this game strong. As Mann with the easy drive. That one's going to be off. The Eagles got to pretty much be perfect for this last 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Got to get back in this one, down by 12. Definitely doable. One possession at a time. You can probably do it at the foul line if the Bombers get them there. As Loxton was fouled. As the Eagles get it down low inside, and once again, you get another foul on the Bombers. Cramsey is going to shoot 2. Cramsey first shot. Going to be good. As that second one is going to be off the mark. Great job by the Bombers not to touch it. As the Bombers, at about 7 minutes and 9 seconds, looks to go the other way. And they get it away. Ahern, nice pass. And that one's going to be up and good for Laos. Ahern with the nice speed really set up that play. She can continue to develop as a freshman. She could be a really nice player here from Macomb. As the Eagles look to continue to fight back into this one as the score is 42-29. Here in this third quarter, about 6 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in this one. The varsity team starting to roll into this one. Varsity following this game. You can watch it right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Kobe Blackmon once again with Todd on the camera. As the Bombers moving the ball around the perimeter. Ahern looking for a drive, and Ahern and Man just not on the same page there. Ahern thought Man would be about 2 or 3 feet over to the right on the wing. The Bombers have played pretty good basketball from the second quarter here on to now. Coach Elby should be very happy with their play. As that's going to be another shot off for the Eagles. 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in this one. Bombers with a commanding lead. Ahern drive and score for Ahern. Ahern now with 7 points on the game. Excuse me there. And that's going to be another turnover for the Eagles. Got to go back to once again in the first quarter. Eagles had a commanding lead. They were doing everything well, getting offensive rebounds and everything. And now the offense has struggled. Less than 10 points in the second half. Man gets it down low, back out. It's all about the shot. Ahern gets it down low, and that one's going to be off the mark for Sloan. As they're going to go back the other way, and now it's going to be out of bounds as Jones will check into the game. as that's going to stay with the Eagles. And a wide open in front of the free throw line. Shot's going to be off the mark as Mann takes the ball up. And that's going to be a foul on Kylie Gower, sorry. Four minutes and 15 seconds left to go in this one. Jones gets it down low. Sloan thought her teammate was there, but that's going to be a turnover. 4 minutes and 5 seconds now left to go in this one. As Obert finally gets some offense for the Eagles. The Eagles. They're going to get a timeout. 30-second timeout, 29-44. What's your score? As King Family Chiropractic, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, supports Macomb athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday and Thursday and Friday. To send an appointment, call 309-837-MYDC or 6932. They also perform DOT and CDL physicals just for $85. At West Illinois University, letternecks just don't blend in because purple stands out. At WIU, there is limitless potential with campuses in Macomb and Quad Cities and Lime. Visit WIU.com/potential to become a letterneck and get in the education that stands out. As that's going to be a turnover as the Bombers go the other way. About 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in this one. The Bombers fall all the way back and has a command to lead. And that's going to be a foul. Ahern's going to go to the free throw line as scores 44-31. Now, the Eagles' chances are becoming slim, but they got a good chance to get back into this one. They got to play pretty much perfect basketball. As that first free throw is off for Ahern. A couple subs come in, and for the Bombers, Doherty checks in for the Bombers. Nice help defense there for the Bombers, and now it's going to be off the mark, but the offensive rebound is going to now that offensive rebound really was their success for the Eagles early into the game. And, you got to give credit to the Bombers. They have adjusted and, done a good job of boxing out and getting those rebounds, as that zone is pretty much broken from the catch and a drive all the way, and she's going to be fouled. As Brooklyn Lyles is going to shoot two for Macomb. Try to push this lead even farther. We're at the Washington Street Gym here in Macomb, Illinois. As the first one is going to be good. Now 45-31. As Loxon checks in for the Eagles. And she's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. So that's the score for the Eagles. Score for the Eagles. Sure, the Bombers looking to just run this clock out and get away with a win. Now, I do greatly apologize. The number roster I was given just says varsity, so maybe these are the same numbers for the varsity team for the Eagles here. Just now taking a look at it. So, I greatly do apologize if I have not been calling, this team the right name, as they're going to be a 30-second timeout. For the local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday as an option. You can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. As for this, only for $42 per year or $38 per year if you're 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandesville. Rocky Pizzas offers something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-201-01. As the Eagles get another 2 on the board and finding some offense late here. See if they can take them all the way. 48-35 is your score with about 2 minutes left to go in this one. And that's another turnover for the Bombers here. Eagles can get this one into 10. I'm not going to say any names because I don't know if I'm saying the right ones. I just have a varsity roster here, so I apologize for that. Yes, that's going to be a drive. That's going to be off the mark. And nearly another turnover. As you're going to get a drive. And a 1. For Laos. So 50-35 is your score. That one, I would say, could be the dagger theirs. Never want to speculate, Crazier things have happened in this one, but comfortable lead for the Bombers. They're safely on the runway. Cruising to the gate now for the win. As you nearly had a steal there. And there it is, the turnover for the Eagles. Jones nearly couldn't handle that one, but tipped. And they're going to stay with the Bombers' possession. Jones nearly got that one to go. That one's going to be off. Coming up on a minute left to play. Jones with the ball again. Going to give it to her teammate. That's going to be on the other team. And a turnover for the Bombers. As that one's off the mark. And a couple minutes layup opportunities there. As Jones on the three-point shot. And that one's a little bit too strong. And that one's going to be off the mark. Coming up on 45 seconds left to play in this fourth quarter. 50-35. Another jump shot for the Eagles. That one's going to be off the mark. As the Bombers can pretty much dribble this one out. Sure, that's what man looks to do. And Bombers were down as much as 12 in the first and second quarter and climbed all the way back. And just great defense, 50-35. And that one's going to be a foul. And that's going to take her to the free throw line. Daugherty, sophomore, with 11.5 seconds left to go in this one. And the first one is good. Her second one, let's see if she go perfect from the free throw line. And that one is off the mark. As about 5 seconds left to go in this one. 51-35. Looks like it's going to be your final score. As no shot there. And that is going to be your final score. 51-35. Macombs get the win after they struggled early into this game. Flew all the way back. And a well win. The Eagles take their loss. The varsity game following right after this one. I'm Kobe Blackmon. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Varsity game following right after this one.